Hello, my name is Emma, and I'm so happy you're here with me today on Decorilo, where we embrace everything beautiful about interior decorating, home design, and all things that make a house feel like a true home. I've always believed that our homes should be a reflection of our personalities, our journeys, and our cherished memories. Interior design has this wonderful ability to bring together comfort, elegance, and functionality in ways that tell unique stories. Today, I want to share with you a very special spring tour of a home that beautifully combines the timeless charm of Shabby Chic Farmhouse style with the soft elegance of Laura Ashley's spring cottage vibes and a touch of vintage garden romance. Imagine stepping into a space where the past meets the present, with vintage florals, delicate linens, and a welcoming atmosphere that makes you feel like you've just walked into a dream. Let's take this journey together and explore the beauty that these styles bring to life. As you step inside, you're immediately embraced by the warm, inviting tones that define the Shabby Chic Farmhouse style. Soft hues of dusty pink, lavender, and pale blue create a gentle, calming atmosphere that reminds you of a sun-drenched garden on a spring day. The essence of Shabby Chic is all about the beauty of imperfection, and this is reflected in every corner of the home. Distressed wooden furniture, vintage accessories, and delicate lace curtains add layers of character and charm to the space. A weathered farmhouse table sits in the heart of the dining area, surrounded by mismatched chairs, each with its own story to tell. The room is bathed in natural light that pours through the large windows, casting a soft glow over the floral patterned throw pillows and soft, inviting cushions that adorn every seat. The beauty of Shabby Chic is that it never feels too done. Instead, there's a sense of effortless grace that flows throughout the room. It's a perfect balance between rustic farmhouse charm and the delicate elegance of vintage decor. Now, as we move through the house, we come upon the living room, where Laura Ashley's spring collection brings an air of fresh, refined elegance to the space. The floral prints in soft pastel shades are a hallmark of the Laura Ashley style. Here, you'll see a mix of vintage-inspired furniture paired with the lush, blooming florals that are synonymous with spring. The walls are adorned with tasteful wallpaper, featuring soft florals in shades of pale rose, lavender, and buttery yellow. There's something about these florals that instantly lifts the spirit and transports you to a serene country cottage, where the simple pleasures of life take center stage. The furniture, upholstered in soft cottons and linens, offers both style and comfort. You can just imagine curling up with a good book or enjoying a cup of tea while soaking in the peaceful ambience that this room exudes. The mix of vintage floral patterns with the laid-back feel of shabby chic gives the living room an understated elegance that is both timeless and inviting. The hallway, though often overlooked, plays an important role in setting the tone of the home. This space, too, embraces the vintage garden elegance that we're focusing on. You'll find delicate florals climbing up the walls in soft watercolor hues, evoking the beauty of a secret garden. A vintage mirror, framed in distressed wood, hangs above an old console table, where antique floral vases and rustic lanterns add character to the space. The soft glow of the lanterns casts a warm, welcoming light as you move through the hallway, leading you into the heart of the home. It's a quiet space, but it sets the stage for what's to come, blending seamlessly with the overall aesthetic of the home. What I love about this part of the home is how it embodies the feeling of nature gently coming indoors. The vintage garden elegance isn't just about the flowers, but also about the way nature is reflected in the decor. This attention to detail makes each space feel like a natural extension of the outdoors, bringing the refreshing, renewing qualities of spring inside. The kitchen is where the farmhouse charm truly comes to life. Here, the rustic wooden shelves are filled with vintage crockery, mason jars, and delicate china teacups, each piece telling a story. The countertops are lined with fresh herbs and tiny potted plants, adding a touch of greenery that feels fresh and alive. The shabby chic influence is evident in the distressed cabinetry and the antique-look appliances, which still manage to be fully functional. There's a sense of warmth and nostalgia in this kitchen, where you can almost hear the sounds of a kettle whistling on the stove and the smell of freshly baked bread filling the air. The subtle floral touches, like the embroidered kitchen towels and a vase of fresh flowers on the table, are the perfect finishing touches. This is a kitchen where comfort meets elegance, where every detail, no matter how small, contributes to the overall feeling of home. Whether you're cooking a hearty family meal or enjoying a simple afternoon snack, this kitchen makes everything feel special. The bedrooms in this home are an absolute dream. Soft, muted tones of pastel blue, lavender, and pale green adorn the walls, while plush, vintage-style bedding invites you to sink into its comfort. The beauty of shabby chic and Laura Ashley styles truly shines here, where floral linens, lace, and ruffled accents create a peaceful, dreamy atmosphere. The beds themselves are often framed with delicate wrought iron headboards or vintage wooden frames, adding a sense of nostalgia to the space. I adore the way the room feels like a sanctuary, a place where you can truly unwind after a long day. There's a sense of timelessness to the way the room is decorated, with touches of vintage garden elegance coming through in the choice of soft, floral pillows and throws. The room feels airy and fresh, with natural light flooding in through the windows, casting a gentle glow across the room. It's the perfect combination of vintage elegance and relaxed comfort, making it a space where rest is not just possible, but encouraged. As we step into the bathroom, we're greeted by more vintage charm. This space has a cozy cottage-like feel, with floral wallpaper and soft pastel tiles that echo the colors of the spring garden outside. A freestanding clawfoot tub takes center stage, surrounded by vintage-inspired accessories like an old-fashioned soap dish, a delicate lace shower curtain, and antique wooden shelving that holds fresh towels and small potted plants. The space feels like a retreat, a place to slow down and savor the simple joys of life. The floral accents in the bathroom make it feel as though you've stepped into a secret garden, where the scent of fresh blooms mingles with the soft, relaxing ambience of the room. It's a space that invites you to take your time, to enjoy the stillness, and to embrace the beauty of the moment. Whether you're taking a long bath or just admiring the decor, this bathroom is a perfect example of how small, thoughtful details can make all the difference. The garden outside the home is just as charming as the interior. It's a vintage-inspired oasis, with winding pathways lined with wildflowers, ivy-clad trellises, and blooming roses. Here, the shabby chic farmhouse style blends beautifully with the vintage garden elegance, creating a space that feels both romantic and timeless. The furniture in the garden is weathered but full of character, with wrought iron chairs and tables adorned with delicate lace tablecloths and vintage china. A small gazebo tucked into the corner of the garden is draped in ivy, offering a quiet spot to relax and enjoy the beauty of the outdoors. The entire garden feels like a peaceful retreat, a place to unwind and take in the sights and sounds of nature. The vintage garden elegance is reflected in the choice of flowers and plants, many of which have an old-fashioned, romantic quality, like peonies, lavender, and roses. It's the perfect spot for a spring afternoon tea or simply to sit and let the world fade away. As we reach the end of our tour, I hope you can feel the tranquility that this shabby chic farmhouse and Laura Ashley spring cottage style brings. It's a beautiful blend of vintage charm, natural elegance, and a timeless sense of comfort that makes every corner of this home a place to feel at peace. This home embodies the idea that style is not just about what we put on display, but also about the feelings and memories we create within our spaces. The soft colors, delicate florals, and rustic touches invite us to slow down, embrace the simple pleasures of life, and bask in the beauty of our surroundings. The vintage garden elegance woven throughout this home reminds us that beauty doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to feel right. Whether you're drawn to the shabby chic aesthetic, the vintage garden charm, or the soft elegance of Laura Ashley, this home is a perfect example of how these styles come together to create a truly magical space. In conclusion, this tour has shown us that interior design is much more than just choosing furniture or colors. It's about creating a space that feels like home, a space that invites relaxation, inspiration, and joy. The blend of shabby chic farmhouse elements with Laura Ashley's spring cottage charm and vintage garden elegance offers a perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. It's a reminder that our homes should be places of beauty, peace, and comfort, where every detail tells a story and every corner offers a moment of serenity. Whether you're looking to redecorate or just need some inspiration for your own home, I hope this tour has sparked ideas and brought a little peace to your day. Thank you for joining me here on Decorilo, and I look forward to sharing more interior design inspirations with you soon.